Welcome to our June edition of Fridley's Community Connection. In this edition, we will look ahead at the upcoming Fridley 49er Days. But first, it's every parent's worst nightmare. Students at Fridley High School underwent a powerful presentation on drunk and distracted driving. Thank you for joining us. I'm Raquel Strand, and this is Community Connection. Fridley police left a strong impression at Fridley High School, one of shock and chaos, when they joined forces with Fire, Allina Medical, and LifeLink to simulate a deadly and preventable car crash. Officers Kevin Titus and Nick Knabley tell us more about this impactful program.
What did you do? Police said fire. Oh my god, we just got in a really bad accident. All I see is blood everywhere and my friend's like not breathing next to me.
What are you doing? Not breathing.
6965. The end of the street of accident, multiple injuries were starting in the
I'm Officer Kevin Titus of the Fridley Police Department. I'm currently assigned at Fridley High School as the School Resource Officer.
I'm Officer Nick Knabley. I am currently the School Resource Officer at Fridley Middle School. The Arrive Alive program is a teaching tool that's used in high schools to teach kids regarding about the dangers and consequences of distracted and drunk driving. Our Lieutenant Mike Monsrud at the Fridley Police Department came to us as the school resource officers regarding this program and kind of gave us some background on it. We were given the opportunity to go and see an Arrive Alive program at St. Michael High School and Blaine High School and kind of saw what it was all about. We looked into it. We thought it would be a great teaching tool for the kids at Fridley High School. It's tailored for the juniors and seniors in the high school, and it culminates in a mock car crash that's followed up with a program regarding with some speakers that talk about the dangers, consequences, and perils of distracted and drunk driving.
The first day was conducted on Wednesday, April 29th. It was in the afternoon, and it started with a mock car crash. We worked with 10 kids that we recruited from the high school and worked with pretty much every month and had a meeting about what the plan was. The kids came up with the crash idea, and then moving forward, what ended up happening is after we developed the crash plan, we actually put it all together with the assistance of LifeLink 3, Fridley Fire Department, Allina Ambulance, Miller Funeral Home. We all put together a very large program on that date. It started out with one kid who was messing around with some of the auxiliary cord, the distracted driving piece, missed a stop sign and dynamited the brakes in the middle of an intersection. The second vehicle, which was operated by an intoxicated driver, rear-ended the first vehicle, causing one fatality, one person that was critically injured that was actually life-linked by a helicopter away from the scene, and two other kids that were transported from the scene in the Allina ambulance. It basically outlines everything that could possibly go wrong, but it sent a very good message to all the kids about what could happen if you're drinking and driving or having a distracted driver operating your vehicle. The second day, which was conducted on the morning of Thursday, April 30th, had several speakers, the first of which was Karen Evans from Wright County Probation. She talked about a personal experience that she had in 1996 where a distracted driver, or actually she herself as a distracted driver, actually injured and killed two people in that accident. That was followed up by victim impact statements. So one of the kids that died at the scene, Jack Fight, his mom, Jill Fight, his younger brother, Nick Fight, actually spoke about how it would feel if their son or brother were killed on that date and what effects it would have on their life. That was finally followed up with a panel of students. So we brought all the kids that were involved in the program up on stage, and some of the kids were able to ask questions. And then also finally was the county attorney, Tony Palumbo, spoke about the consequences, or the actual legal consequences, of drinking and driving and distracted driving. That was closed up by Officer Knabley and I, and overall I think it went really well.
The program certainly utilized the students of Fridley High School, who actually dedicated a large amount of time, effort, energy in order to put together this mock car crash. They did an awesome job. They volunteered their time and their efforts.
The kids involved were Samantha Newman, Danny Christensen, Allison Olson, Matt Mraz, Alex Bly, Andre Swain, Jonathan Conyers, Jack Fight, Brian Sanchez, and AJ Fredrickson.
Our program certainly would not have been possible without the help of several people that were involved in putting our mock crash and our program together. Specifically, we'd like to thank Fridley School District, ISD 14, Fridley High School, Right Mind Productions, who put together our video for our mock crash and the pre-party, Customized Safety Training, who did all the makeup on the kids, showing their injuries, LifeLink, Alina, Fridley Fire Department, certainly Fridley Police Department, who allowed us to kind of take this idea and run with it, and Miller Funeral Home, Schmidt Towing, and Dave's Sport Shop, who gave us a deal on our t-shirts that we gave to all the kids and everybody involved.
All the kids that were involved did a very wonderful job. They put a lot of hard work into it, and they took it very serious. They were what we call gamers. On the day, they put on an excellent performance, and all the comments that we got from teachers and staff and people who witnessed the event actually said that they did wonderful. And without those kids, it would have been pretty much impossible for us to make any sort of mock crash or any sort of program at all. So kudos to them for all the hard work that they did.
Continuing our commitment towards safety, the Fridley Fire Department recently welcomed Rick Current as full-time fire marshal. Rick comes to us with a long history of fire safety knowledge and will begin meeting with local businesses in the coming months.
Hello, my name is Rick Current. I'm your new fire marshal with the Fridley Fire Department. I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and explain a little bit about what I do. I oversee the Fridley Fire Department's Commercial Fire Inspection Program, the Public Safety Fire Education Programs, assist in investigating the cause and origin of any fires in the city, and also I will respond to emergency calls as needed. For business owners, hopefully you will see myself or one of my inspectors when we come out through your business and do a fire safety inspection. During these inspections, we will point out any fire code violations that need correcting to ensure the safe operation of your business. Our goal is to be in every business once every 2 years. During these visits, we will educate business owners on the fire code. If you'd like, you can visit the Fridley website under the Fire Department tab under Fire Code section, and you will see the common fire code violations that we find. For the general public, you will see myself and other firefighters at the station or in the city throughout the year at several events that we have. During these events, we get to interact with the public and teach valuable safety lessons to all ages. You can also visit the website under the Fire Department tab, under the Fire Safety section, and find valuable safety tips. My goal is to continue to put new fire safety tips as they come available. Finally, and hopefully I'll never have to see you when I do an investigation of a fire cause, but if I do, I will assist you and help you through that process. Feel free to contact me with any questions or concerns you may have. My email address and phone number are listed on the website. Feel free to contact me anytime. It is an honor to be your fire marshal, and my goal is to do the best job I can. Thank you.
You may have noticed a new addition on the Unity Hospital campus. Interlude Restorative Suites is unique both inside and out. The building was designed to blend in with the residential neighborhood facing Lyric Avenue and with the Unity campus facing Osborne. Inside, they offer an alternative to traditional nursing home rehabilitation. Here, guests receive excellent care in a state-of-the-art facility with a luxury hotel feel. Interlude celebrated their official grand opening on May 21st.
My name is Gail Nord, and I'm the spiritual care counselor here at Interlude Restorative Suites. I'd like to welcome all of you here this afternoon for our celebration. It's a pleasure to have you here, as it is a pleasure to serve the guests and community of Interlude. I'd like to open us now with an invocation, so please join me in prayer. Dear God of all creation, grant to each of us the wisdom to understand the true needs of our guests, a keen thirst for justice and righteousness, the ability to work together in harmony with respect for each other. Grant us peace in our personal lives and joy in our daily tasks. Enliven this place and these people with your Spirit, dear Lord. Guide us in your pathways and fill our hearts to overflowing with the love with which you have first loved us. And let us say, Amen. Let's see, we would now call on Rocky Chapin.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Rocky Chapin. I am the CEO of Benedictine Health System, and I'm pleased to be here with you today. You know, buildings like these just don't happen. They don't just come out of the ground organically. There's a whole lot of people that have to be involved with it, including the start of the idea. And I want to give credit for the start of this idea particularly to Ken Paulus, former CEO of Alina, who said, you know, I think there's got to be a better way. And I need some partners in helping me make this happen. And he called on Dan Lind, current CEO of Presbyterian Homes and Services, and Dale Thompson, who was my predecessor as president and CEO of Benedictine Health System. And the three of them really started to meet and say, what can we do differently than we're doing today to better serve people? That became Interlude Restorative Suites. There was a lot of names considered for this type of facility. So we had marketers involved, we had attorneys involved. I see Jerry's here from the North Suburban Hospital District. There was all sorts of different owners, if you will, for the property, for rights, for offsets. I mean, just a lot of different people. A lot of bonding had to go on, borrowing, making funds, architects to design the place, contractors to build the place, and then staff to staff the place. And there was just so many people to thank. I don't know where I begin, but I do want to acknowledge of all the work of many ahead of us in making this happen. In some ways, this is a grand experiment. This is something very new. It's trying to bring about the marriage of hospitality and healthcare. And you'd think, well, that would be so easy to do, but there's much more to it as we get into it than many would realize. And it takes special care on the words we use, the way we approach situations, so it creates some great opportunities for us. But at the end of the day, it's all about doing the right thing for the right person at the right time. And we've had the opportunity to work with the right people at the right time for the right purpose, for the right outcome. And so I want to thank everyone for that. And with that little homily, I'd like to turn it over now to Helen Strike, who is president here of Unity Hospital, and our partner in crime in this. Oh, I shouldn't say crime.
Thank you, Rocky. I think I see what you mean about this mic, so we'll do our best with that. Thanks, Rocky. As the president of Unity Hospital, it's just an honor for us to work together with Interlude and Benedictine Health System to have this incredible, not just building and not just the great service that you offer, but the incredible clinical pathways that you've created and that are leading our patients to a new level of health before they go home, to make sure that they're as healthy as possible and that their return home as successful as possible. I see Dr. Boonsik here, and I know we're well represented by our Alina Seniors Care physicians and nurse practitioners who help to care for the patients who are in Interlude, and who also worked so hard with many of our Alina specialists to create along with our staff here, those special care pathways that our patients move through as they come to Interlude. I'm sure many of you have seen that Skyway. I don't know if you have actually traveled it, although I know some have. I think it's a very special part of Unity Hospital to have Interlude connected through that wonderful Skyway, so that our patients who are on our campus can have an easy travel through the snow and ice of the winter and maybe the rain of the summer. On a day like this, I think a lot of us would walk across for sure. But it is just, I think, a testament to the partnership that we have, and we're grateful for that. I would be really remiss if I didn't let you know that we have someone very special in the audience today. Well, two very special people. And we have Randy and Betty Wall here today. Betty is the reason Unity Hospital is here. And she, in 1965, created the North Suburban Hospital District. And she was the reason that all our 5 cities got together to do something special, like create a hospital in Fridley for our 5 surrounding areas. And today, Jerry and other members of our North Suburban Hospital District who are here represent her very well. And her son, she just had her 90th birthday, and this is her 6th opening of something on Unity campus. Isn't that fun? So thank you, Betty, for coming. We're very proud of our history here at Unity. We're proud of the care we deliver and the expertise we have in the community here for our folks. And adding the care and the hospitality that Interlude brings is just, I think, a shining star to the testament of how healthcare is changing, how we're caring about the continuum of care. And I know I speak for Dr. Penny Wheeler, our new CEO of Alina, when I say that she is grateful for those partnerships, and that's going to lead us into the future of healthcare by being able to create systems of care that are really important for all of you as we all travel through our healthcare life. So I will thank you, Sharon, and all of the staff at Interlude for the incredible opening that you've had. Our patients are already telling us the great care they're receiving. I just got a phone call yesterday from a family member saying, thank you for bringing Interlude onto the campus, because it was the most incredible experience, and so thank you for that. And I'm going to turn this over to Scott Lund, the mayor of Fridley, and then we'll move on with fun things like ribbon cutting, I think.
Great, sounds good. Thank you, Helen. You know, some people will accuse me of having parochial interests, and probably rightfully so, because I'm a mayor. So I'm very interested in my community, Fridley. Some of you may have remembered just a couple months ago that Fridley made front page headlines in the Star Trib. Now, what's so amazing about that is usually on front page, it's about terrorism, murders, all negative things that sell in newspapers. But this was all about a positive, and it was all about Fridley. And I had an interview on the phone with a reporter for 30 minutes, and the only thing that I was quoted as saying is, Fridley mayor says, Fridley is hot. Now, this is a couple months ago. It wasn't 90 degrees and sunny. It was about our redevelopment in Fridley, and this is one of several significant projects that are occurring in Fridley. And I'm a builder of sorts, and I like nice things, and I think this is fantastic. The only qualm that I might have is I think the name is a little remiss. It should include the word luxury, as in luxury suites, because by the looks of this entryway, it's pretty luxurious. And it might be tough for some people to go back home, including 2 young gentlemen that hobbled in the door here, and they know who they are, so I won't name names. They probably won't want to leave now. So they came for the wine. I think they got to have a wine permit for that. Sorry. But nonetheless, it's very nice to see this facility, and it's wonderful that you keep expanding here in this campus. It's one of the attributes that I always brag about. We have a Fortune 100 company called Medtronics, used to be the world headquarters, but they're not going anyplace. I always bring up about Unity Hospital and the continuing growth that we experience here every couple of years, and I think that is great that you keep reinvesting in our community. So Thank you very much, and I look forward to taking a tour.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
June in Fridley means 49er Days. This year we have all the fun of years past in a whole new venue. 49er Days Vice President Sue Johnson gives us an inside look at this year's 49er Days.
Hi, I'm Sue Johnson with the Fridley 49er Days Festival, and I'm here today to invite you to this year's celebration, which will be held at Commons Park, June 25th through the 27th. With the new venue, we have some new activities as well, so I will try to explain those, but I want to first tell you that everything will kick off on Thursday, June 25th, with the annual parade, which will continue to follow its same route around Commons Park. On Friday, we're going to have 2 bands performing, one at 4 p.m. and one at 7 p.m. The 4 p.m. band is the Harrison Street Band. The 7 p.m. band will be Jonah and the Whales. We also will have an inflatable carnival starting up around 3 p.m. Prices of the tickets are yet to be determined, but we hope to get that out to the public as soon as we have more information. Saturday is going to be a big day. Saturday, again with the inflatables, everything will start mostly around the noon hour with Kids Day activities happening. We have arts and crafts, and Home Depot, I believe, is doing a demonstration with the kids. We're going to have a petting zoo. We have the Herpetological Society coming out. A couple of bands. First band is starting at 1 p.m. That is the Wild Honey Band. And the 4 o'clock band will be the Union Junction Band. The all high school reunion will begin at 6 p.m. and we'll kick that off with the Chris Brooks Band at 7 p.m. So pretty much a whole new venue, whole new location, and a lot of different events that we hope everybody enjoys this year, and we hope you're able to come out and participate. Thank you.
Last month, we gave you an overview of the future of Springbrook Nature Center. Here's Mike Mayer with a recent update.
This is Mike Mayer, Director of Springbrook Nature Center, and I'm here to give a little bit of an update on some of the improvement projects that we're doing here at the Nature Center. For those of you who may not be familiar with it, we are in the midst of something we call the SPRING project, and SPRING stands for Sanctuary, Protection, and Renewal into Next Generation. And what it is a comprehensive plan to update and improve the entire 7-acre entrance to Springbrook Nature Center, and that will include a newly expanded interpretive center, an outdoor picnic pavilion, a new amphitheater, a nature-based play area, and some other visitor amenities. So the largest component of that project is expanding the interpretive center. So what we're looking to do is actually to remodel our current interpretive center, which is about a 5,000 square foot facility, and to build an addition onto that that probably will end up being about 8,000 square feet. So we'll have additional classrooms, additional community gathering spaces, all new exhibits, and some great visitor amenities for all of our park guests. As far as an update for when all of this is happening, we initially had thought that we would start construction in May. We're looking at a little bit of a delay now, so we're actually looking at a target date to start construction of September of this year. So we're finalizing our plans right now, and we'll be rebidding the project in August, and hopefully starting construction right away in September. So for those of you who might be planning a trip to Springbrook, or maybe you have students enrolled in our summer camps, a little bit of an update on how that would affect our programming or your visit to Springbrook. Our trails will remain open the entire time, even during construction, but for the upcoming summer, our trails will remain open. We will be open on weekends, so we'll still be open here on Saturdays and Sundays. And we are still running our full complement of summer camp programming. So very, very little of our programs and services will be affected this summer. although in the fall when we do begin construction, we expect some building closures and some changes to programs. At this point, we are still planning our very popular Pumpkin Night in the Park program. One final thought is that we are offering some really unique ways to be involved in this project. If you love Springbrook Nature Center like so many of our visitors do, we've got some exciting opportunities where you can help us make the project even better. We're launching a community fundraising campaign with the goal of raising $200,000 here in our community. And some of the ways that we'll be doing that is we'll be mailing some things out, but there's some great opportunities to actually get your name sort of involved with the project by purchasing some engraved pavers that will be integrated into the project walkways. We're also offering some nice park benches that would have a plaque on them, and also a really unique opportunity to have a tree either as a memorial or to commemorate an event where you can actually have a tree planted, and then we'll be having kind of a central marker that would have inscriptions for all those different trees that are planted. So there's some really unique opportunities to get involved, and you can always check our website, springbrooknaturecenter.org, for the latest and greatest updates on the Spring Project, and I hope to see you out here soon.
Fridley City Council has been busy as always. Here's City Manager Wally Weisapel with the Council update.
Hi, I'm Wally Weisapel, City Manager, and it's my pleasure to bring to you the Council update for May, our meetings of May 11th and May 26th. One of the things that the Mayor and the Council do is provides proclamations in celebration of certain events, and we had many of them for the month of May. The first being National Police Week, which was celebrated during the week of May 10th. Then we had Police Officer Memorial Day, followed up by Public Works Week. But none was more popular than our Canine Kona Day. Canine Kona is one of our 2 police dogs used for our police operations. And Canine Kona was declared by the veterinarian to be ready to go out of service. He's getting a little bit too old to do the running around, etc. So he had to be put out of service, and his handler will then take care of him from here on out. But we wanted to declare our appreciation for him, so it was Canine Kona Day. Then getting down to legislative business for the month of May was pretty limited. The Council looked at adopting regional indicators as far as energy use and water consumption and those types of things. These are indicators that will help the City of Fridley benchmark itself to other organizations, other cities, so that we can compare ourselves in terms of how efficient we are with our use of energy and natural resources. The other thing that we had to do was accept and then reject the bids for the Springbrook Nature Center expansion project. This was due to the fact that the bids came in a little bit too high because the competitive market wasn't there right now for construction work. We're going to be rebidding that project later on in August. We also did some appointments. We had a new employee appointed, and that was a new police officer by the name of Robert Lasso. And Robert's already taken over his spot here at the city. Then we appointed 2 commissioners. As you might know, the city is supported by several commissions, including the Parks and Rec Commission and the Environmental Commission. The City Council asks for people to become involved in those commissions and then periodically interviews for those spots. And they interviewed 6 people earlier in May and selected Shauna Larson to be on the Parks and Recreation Commission and Kyle Mulrooney to serve the Environmental and Energy Commission. That's about it for the update for May. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Wally Weisapel. Thanks for watching.
That's all for this episode of Community Connection. Visit us online or follow us on Facebook or Twitter to stay up to date on community events and news. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you around town.
This has been a production of Fridley Municipal Television, Channel 17. Thanks for watching.